Alrighty, welcome to Bambuckler Boards. So if you're a politician or a lawmaker, policymaker, talking about electric personal transport right now, this is the video for you. We're making it to help you. And there's a few politicians going to the Transport Ministers meeting in November 2020 to talk about the National Transport Commission recommendations. So we thought we could do this quick video. Maybe you can watch it while you're in the car on your way to the meeting, well, if you're not driving, and hopefully this helps you. Alrighty, so as it currently stands in New South Wales, it's not legal to ride personal electric vehicles. It's kind of sad, but they're based on the 1988 road rules at the moment. It's legal in Canberra and Queensland, and we're quite passionate about helping people move around Australia with freedom in an environmentally friendly way. So we've been inviting politicians to come and experience these. So anytime, give us a yell. We're here to help you and help inform. But I thought I wanted to point out one of the main differences between these vehicles here, the premium products which people buy and have at home as personal possessions, as compared to the cheap rental scooter market. So the rental scooter market is awesome. We love it, but ultimately that is creating, at the moment, bad impression because they're being left outside in the elements, they're not being cared for, so that they're contributing to some incidences. And we feel that's because of a complete lack of rider training and also a lack of rider care. You've heard the phrase "ride it like a rental," and I think that's happening with electric rental scooters because the people that are jumping on these things and paying like $5 an hour or whatever, they haven't been inducted, they haven't been shown how to use them properly, and they haven't had the background experience in riding these products. So we feel that's a key differentiator between these products that we sell to people and what's going on with the rental market. So I just would be great if you could bear that in mind. So for example, like this skateboard here is like $2,000 from Evolve. Evolve's a Gold Coast company. They're contributing to the Australian economy, selling these worldwide. It's the best electric skateboard in the world at the moment. But for $2,000, every consumer, takes it home, they take care of it, they clean it, they customize it in the same way that they do with their automobiles. Now, when we sell these, we give them training. We induct them, we show them how to ride them safely, and we help them with the safety gear as well. So there's a lot that goes into getting riders on these that's way different from the electric rental market. So let's get back into it again. The really quick snapshot benefits of personal electric vehicles. One of them, the main reason, one huge benefit is leaving the car at home. I mean, all of a sudden you can travel between 15 kilometers to right up to 50 kilometers in distance. So you can leave the car at home, and that's resulting in less pollution, less car congestion, less infrastructure needed for car parking. And there's huge emotional benefits as well to the rider. People just are outdoors, they're more social, they can stop in local shops, stop in at friends' houses. The benefits are just go on and on and on. So again, reduced strain on public transport. So all of a sudden they don't need to get the bus. All of a sudden they don't need to squish into that crowded train carriage. And people, are getting these personal electric vehicles because they just want to escape that crowded rat race that is public transport. And also it's better for people's health as well. We've seen with coronavirus, the government is saying don't get on the trains and people are avoiding them. So yeah, physical distancing, improved mental health, people are outdoors. And also, I touched on it before, but it inspires a new industry. I mean, look at Evolve, they're going crazy. They're going so well. Why can't we encourage more industry, more manufacturing of electric personal vehicles in Australia and be the leaders in that space? Why not? Why not? And again, enables more local shopping. So this is great. I mean, think about all the local shops, all the independent bakers, all the independent butchers. You can ride to those places now from your home, in your same neighbourhood, and get out there and make it easy without crowding the local shopping car park and without crowding the local streets. So yeah, huge benefits. All right, so we've been selling these electric skateboards in New South Wales on the basis that customers are using them on private property or in Canberra or in Queensland. But what we're seeing is that consumers are actually taking it upon themselves to get to work in New South Wales. They're taking to the streets and they're taking on a huge amount of risk themselves. And they're not breaking the law because they're rebels or because they want to break the law. They're just doing it because they want to get around with more freedom. And they're doing it because they want to experience the benefits that I've just talked about. Saving money, improving their health and having more fun and making the worst part of the day the best part of the day. And just making those links, those transport links in Sydney, which we know are quite difficult sometimes. So what we're seeing now, I imagine would be pretty similar to what was happening decades ago when cars started first rolling out, when the public kind of weren't aware of it, were maybe a bit afraid of it, and needed some education and training, and then some regulation around it, some registration and insurance, and that I think is what you could consider doing with electric vehicles. We've spoken to a lot of riders, and they're happy to pay for registration and pay for insurance if they can just get that recognition that they're allowed to commute by themselves on their own electric vehicle. That would just be amazing. So yeah, lots of hope for that. And we're here to help you or help any politicians with questions and answers, so just ask us anytime. Now I might just quickly address some of the maybe negative views on personal electric vehicles, and that is the dangers. So I talked about earlier where we feel that yes, electric rental scooters are more dangerous than privately owned electric skateboards and electric one wheels. But also, I think if you're going to make that argument that electric personal vehicles are dangerous, just look at how many people die in New South Wales alone every day with car-related deaths. I mean, it's so sad to hear about cars mounting footpaths and killing pedestrians, but that happens like on a monthly basis. And until we can improve car safety and car travel safety in Australia, I don't think there's an argument to say that, look, one is more dangerous than the other. And in fact, getting people out of their cars, off the streets, into their own personal electric vehicle where they're travelling slower, with more freedom, I really feel like that's going to help improve the road-related car deaths in Australia and New South Wales. One other concern voiced by people opposed to personal electric vehicles is the unsightliness of rental scooters left on pavement and strewn across corners. Yeah, we agree, that's not fantastic either. But that's a fairly easy fix. Just hold the rental companies accountable. I mean, Canberra's doing a great job. I can see they've got 3 scooters at max at any one time lined up, and they've got people coming around every day to clean them up. Sure, if you don't like the build-up of rental products, you can make legislation to control that to some extent. But really, look, when it comes to personal electric vehicles that are owned by people, $2,000, $3,000 products, they're not going to leave them on the street. They're going to take good care of them, they're going to clean them, they're going to customise them. That's their babies, it's everything. And the amount of money they save is huge, the amount of benefits is huge, so yeah, we really hope that you can help with this, and we look forward to seeing what happens in the future. Thanks.